Hi, Gemini. Welcome. So, Gemini, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to start with the general messages and then we're going to go into the you versus them love reading. My readings are timeless, so I just trust that whenever you find this, that's when it's for you. And let's go ahead and get into it. So, listen to your intuition, Gemini. Particularly during this time frame, because when I was preparing for your reading and doing my meditation, I was kept getting the song Womanizer by Britney Spears. And let me tell you guys, I've gotten that song for Gemini so many times in the past few years, I cannot count. And I think that's so bizarre because, like, Britney Spears is not a Gemini, right? And I'm not insinuating, Gemini, you are a womanizer, although some of you, I mean, maybe, I don't know, some of you might be connecting with somebody who is. Of course, that's possible, but I just think so bizarre. Why always that song for Gemini? But aside from that, I was also getting messages about, the truth coming out. Be wary of any drama right now. Some of you are maybe getting over a hard spell or a heartache, okay? And so, yeah, when it comes to relationships in particular, and I'm not just talking about intimate relationships, I'm talking about, friends, your people that you hang with, just use your intuition, use your spidey senses. Certain people just feel icky, and they feel icky for a reason, right? And then sometimes you get around people that just feel so good, and they feel good for a reason. So it's like, listen to your emotional responses to people and steer clear of the ick, if you know what I mean. So anyways, this should be an interesting reading. And also the card that I got out while I was shuffling is the High Priestess, which is the card of intuition, but this can also be the card of secrets, right? And needing to look beneath the surface. Can I talk? Look beneath the surface. Ay, ay, ay. What a start to the reading. So let's get into it and see what does my Geminis need to know. Gemini. You have the card of totality. The card of the outsider. Completion and laziness. So, Gemini, interesting card combination here. You have the card of totality and the outsider, but to me, this card also speaks of trust, faith, right? Like this person is trusting or having faith that this person is going to catch them. The outsider to me could be quite literally, feeling like you're an outsider, like you're a loner, like you're on the outside looking in. And when I put that card combination together, to me, it feels like a little bit of FOMO, like fear of missing out or feeling like you're missing out on something or being a part of something, okay? Or it could be somebody who's on the outside of your situation looking in, feeling that way. But I'm also getting references to like a trust fall. Do you know what the trust fall exercise is? It's like where you blindly fall backwards and you're like trusting the person behind you to catch you. Make sure that's a trustworthy person though, if you know what I mean. Anyways, you have the card of completion and the card of laziness. So again, there's that missing puzzle piece. I feel like the truth here is going to be revealed, or you may figure out new information through some sort of drama or friendship circle or through your partner. It's weird because it's a very interesting message that I'm getting here, and it's almost like contradictory in a way, because then here's the card of laziness, which is like, just chill out, don't allow yourself to get sucked into, right, the drama or gossip or whatever this is that's surrounding my Gemini energy. It's weird. And if you are the perpetrator of it, chill out. Chill out, because it's going to bite you in the ass. All right. If you are the one in the midst of or perpetrating the drama, if you will. Oh my goodness, what the heck? I don't know where this reading is going, you guys, but let's see. Let's see. What is this about for my Gemini? What is this about? You know, some of you are on the outskirts of a situation that has drama in it, but you're not directly involved in it. You could be viewing it as an outside party, or maybe it's happening online, or I don't know. And you're just kind of like observing, you know, from a distance. That very well could be the case for a lot of you, because I'm getting, you know, like this image of, you know, like somebody eating popcorn and they're watching a movie, but you know, like they're actually watching like the drama unfold, but they're not a part of it. They're just observing it. But you know, what's funny about observation is anything you give your focus to long enough, even when it's through observation, eventually becomes a part of your own vibration. So be careful what you entertain, right? Yes, it's entertaining, but be careful for how long you entertain it and how deeply you let yourself get invested into it. So for some of you, that's just quite literally all it is, right? But let's go further and see for my Geminis, what else we got coming through. That song just wants to come out so bad. Womanizer, woman. That's such an old song too. Like, I don't even think they play that on the radio anymore. God bless Britney Spears. Anyways, Nine of Cups, Three of Cups, Seven of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Well, I'm happy to see the Nine of Cups and Three of Cups. It's a very social card. Now, some of you are connecting with your social circle during this time frame, you know, and it could be a quite satisfying moment or quite satisfying environment. You know, it's always nice to be surrounded by people we love and friends and family. Some of you could have a reconciliation or reunion with somebody as well, but keep your guard up. And that's not something I would typically say. Like, I want you to be vulnerable and be yourself, yes, but I feel like protect yourself in the same breath. You know, like I feel like be careful who you're inviting into your energy and who you're telling your problems to. If you are divulging anything, just make sure that the person or people you're connecting with have your best interest at heart, Gemini. And same goes for you. If somebody's trusting you with their thoughts and emotions or drama or feelings, be respectful of that. You know what I mean? Like, karma is a real thing, guys. And so you always want to treat people how you want to be treated and vice versa. Things of that nature. I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm just trying to help you. The Ace of Pentacles is here as well, which is a big opportunity, by the way. And I feel like you're kind of showing up as a hot commodity right now. I know it's not your birthday season, but for some reason it feels, the energy feels like it is. So I don't know what that's about, but a hot commodity. Okay. All right. So let's go a little bit further and see. There's that Ace of Swords again, the Truth. Four of Cups, something disappointing here. I also got the song Truth Hurts. I don't know if you're delivering it or somebody else. Yeah, there's a harshness here. So say you find out something that's disappointing to you. I feel like it kind of puts you in a space of, I heard rage for some of you, but don't go to rage, like really. Anger, bluntness. You know, I feel like as air signs, when we get our feelings hurt, we will literally demolish you with our words. You know what I mean? Like fire signs, earth signs, water signs, they kind of deal with anger a little bit differently. Us air signs, I'm a triple air sign. It's like off with your head. Like, you know, cut down with the words. So again, there's that caution, right? If you're provoked, it could really be that ugly. Now, of course, this could be somebody you're dealing with, you know, that is coming off that way or approaching you that way. So take it as it resonates. But I feel a level of like disappointment here upon learning some sort of new information or some sort of drama developing, and needing to listen to your intuition. And I don't want to go like I don't want you guys to think like, oh my gosh, this upcoming month or couple weeks sounds really icky, because there's so many good things here. I don't feel like this is dominating the whole time frame, although this is something to be aware of, because again, I feel like there's also a lot of satisfying things coming through the emotional sector, friendship, relationships. You have the King of Pentacles here and the Star card. So there's opportunity here knocking at your door, wish fulfillment showing up. There's also the ability to heal something that may have hurt your feelings or had drama around it. So as quickly as something ensues, it may also provide an opening, if you will, for something to heal, right? And I feel like, you know, sometimes conflict and drama is a necessary evil. You know, you don't want your whole life based around that, but sometimes disagreements bring out, you know, things that have been withheld or kept under the surface that needed to be spoken, that needed to be heard and understood, right? So it's not always a bad thing to have, you know, contrast in relationships, and that's all relationships, right? Sometimes it level sets so that you can come to a greater understanding or heal something that has been withheld, and I'm specifically getting withheld. But let's go further. The Tower, the Six of Swords. Yeah, there's that like disruptive energy, and then right after that, a resolution, or like a coasting through the situation into a much firmer foundation. There could also be like old stuff resurfacing, or people or a person from the past resurfacing here. And I heard hold your tongue. I guess your best bet is, if you can avert any drama, avert it. And although it may be entertaining to entertain other people's drama, you are literally inviting it into your experience when you do that. So caution, 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 right? So, you know, and this has actually happened to me in real life several times. You know, and I know about law of attraction, but for some reason my brain like wants to believe I'm above that, and I'm not. You know, I have definitely been like, you know, talking to my partner or my friend or my sister, like, oh my God, did you hear what so-and-so is going through? Like, oh, I would never. Or like, you know, talking smack about somebody else's relationship woes. And then like literally days or maybe a few weeks later, boom, I find myself in that situation. I mean, it's happened to me several times. Like, can you believe that so-and-so, they argued in public? How embarrassing. And then like 2 weeks later, me and my partner get into an argument in public, and I'm like, damn it. You know? So it's like that, Gemini. It's like that. And pay attention. Pay attention. I'm sure you can think of a few examples in your own mind where you have looked upon a situation maybe through a little bit of judgment, only to find yourself in that same situation later on. So it's like that. So be careful what you're entertaining. Be careful, you know, how long you're giving it your focus. If you can avoid it, avoid it. If you can't, that's all right, because it's serving a purpose. It's bringing out some truths, maybe some things to light that need to be, shed or said. There is a disruptive energy here, but I feel like there's also great opportunities showing up, financially speaking, yes, but also within connecting with friends and people that you love, and maybe even healing some old wounds. So it's a mixed bag. There's a lot going on. Let's get the guidance card, and we're going to go into the you versus them reading. Let's see. Card number 24. Others' opinions are less important than my personal guidance system. You did not intend to use the opinion of others to measure against your beliefs, desires, or actions in order to determine the appropriateness of them. Instead, you knew and still remembered long after you were born that it was the relationship between the opinion or knowledge of the source within you and your current thoughts in any moment that would offer you the perfect guidance in the form of your emotional guidance system, aka your emotional responses. Pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention. That's what I was just saying. Use your barometer. Use your ick barometer or good feely barometer and pay attention. Okay, so now we're going to go to the second part of the reading, you versus them. I'm going to clear the cards, clear my energy, and I'll be right back. So stay right there. I'll see you in just a second. Welcome back. All right, so Gemini, now we're going to go into the you versus them love reading. Whoop. Oh, too many. I'll keep it though. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, guys. It's a general read. Don't force anything. Just have fun with it a little bit, and let's go. So, Gemini, you had 3 cards come out. You have past lives. Now, that's interesting. I got that in the Taurus reading yesterday. If you're connecting with Taurus or on the cusp, check out their reading. You also have the card of slowing down and aloneness. So you may have a past connection with this person, past life possibly, who knows. Things may have slowed down in the connection, and yeah, aloneness, maybe feeling alone for whatever reason, maybe because of this person or just in general, I'm not sure, but you got a mixed bag here starting the reading. The person you're connecting with has the card of the mind, which, look at that depiction. That's talking about overwhelmment right there. A little bit of a mind F, if you will. So I feel a lot of overstimulation, a lot of stress here showing up on this person's end. But let's get into it and look a little bit further. So we are going to look at how you both think about each other, how you both feel underneath it all, and then most likely outcomes. So let's see, Gemini, what you've got in store for you. And I've shortened the you versus them just a little bit this year. Just felt like switching it up a little bit, but hopefully you enjoy it. So Gemini, how does Gemini think or view this person? What is their perception of this person? The card of Judgment. And I have another song in my head. It's by the Red Clay Strays, one of my new favorite bands, by the way. Check them out. He says, I just want to be loved. I just want to be loved. I just want to be loved. Check out that song. So this is showing up in how you view them. Judgment, the Lovers, the Queen of Wands, and the Moon. So first thing I got was critical thinking. I don't know if you need to put your critical thinking cap on it when it comes to this person or what that's about, but there seems to be a lot of deep emotion here as well, and yet shrouded by some anger here. It could be that this person has the ability to just really get your goat or really get to you in a deep way, which could be a good thing, right? But could be a bad thing if they're mismanaging, you know, the connection or your feelings, Gemini. And yet the Lovers here, which is Gemini energy, but it also is, you know, a soulmate, twin flame energy, if you believe in that. And some of you feeling very passionate as well about the connection because there is deep feelings, because there is this maybe intuitive nudge or spiritual connection with this person. And I use that term loosely though, because everybody that comes into your life is a divine spiritual connection, not just your lovers, right? Or your besties. Everybody serves a purpose in your life, but you get what I mean. I feel like this person is of importance to you. So let's see how they view you, Gemini. What do they think about you? How are they viewing the connection, the Chariot, the Hangman, the King of Swords, and the Devil? And really, okay, sorry, I didn't mean to pause, but it's just a very interesting message here. What I got was like, this person may have obsessively tried to change your mind about them or about what you're seeing or about how you're feeling. And to me, that's a bit iffy, I guess. Like, it could be, I could view that as like a gaslighting type of thing. Like, no, it's not what you think it is. It's this way, when clearly that's not what it is. You know what I mean? Like, obsessively trying to toy with your mind or change your perspective in some way. Now, of course, not all of you are dealing with somebody who is gaslighting you, but and I know you're gonna know yes or no if this person is doing that. For others of you, it just may be that like this person obsessively, you know, thinks and then rethinks the connection, or thinks and then rethinks their perspective on the connection. And with the Chariot here, you know, I feel like what they're thinking and rethinking about is like the movement in the connection, and whether or not to move forward, or if it's moving too fast, or maybe they want that. I'm not really sure. It seems to be a mixed bag on this person's side as well. Like, I almost feel like they don't even know what to think, so maybe they toy with what you think. I mean, I hate to say that, but you know, like an indecisive person will have you feeling like you're the indecisive one when they're not a high vibrational person or in a high vibration. You know what I mean? Like, people who have not made up their own mind often mirror that or project that onto their partner, and then they often accuse their partners of what they actually are feeling. Watch out for that. Okay, if that's happening here. Again, another form of gaslighting. So I can't get away from that term, and I really don't like to get into terms like that, because I feel they're a little bit derogatory in nature, and I don't feel like most people actually intentionally gaslight. I feel like it is an underdeveloped emotional intelligence that causes that, where they just really don't know how to handle relationships or emotions, you know what I mean? So you can't fault everybody for that, but yeah, for some it is a tactic, I guess. So let's go deeper and see. How does Gemini then feel about this person underneath it all? How does Gemini feel about this person? Queen of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Knight of Wands. Okay. And the Death and Rebirth card. So I feel like, to me, this is also a lot of in and out emotion. You know, like one day you feel this way about them, and then the next day you're not sure how to feel about them. Like, you know, there could be many masks being worn here, Gemini, whether that be you or them, or just like this elusive type of hard to pin down energy, you know, when it comes to how you feel about this person. I do feel some confusion as to like what the right choice is, and like constantly changing your mind or feelings about that. And the Queen of Pentacles is here though, which is actually a quite grounded and loyal energy. And so it's interesting to me because I feel like at your heart of hearts, that's what you're attempting to do or trying to do or really want, right? Is dedication and loyalty. But it's like you never know what's coming, or you know, the Death and Rebirth card too speaks of endings and needed changes. So there could be that weighing on your heart, you know, maybe confused about whether something should just change in the connection or whether something should end within the connection. So I feel mixed feelings, okay? I keep getting like a mixed bag in your readings. So let's see how this person is feeling underneath it all. I just wanna feel love. How do they feel about Gemini? I feel like I was not ready for that. How do they feel? Knight of Cups, okay. All right. Six of Wands. Well, they want all your love and attention and adoration. You know, they see the potential for growth here. I feel a sense of loyalty or dedication. That's interesting to me because it seems to be a mixed bag, you know, even in kind of the way they view the connection and the way you are feeling about the connection. But then when it comes down to how this person feels, I don't feel a variation at all. I feel like, you know, this is seeing the potential and willing, you know, wanting to see growth or development or commitment. You may be committed to this person. This is love and romance. This is attention, recognition. And then the Three of Cups is very supportive energy. So I feel like this person, you know, they grab attention, or they've grabbed your attention, or they want your attention. I heard they want you to themselves, possibly. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if there's any jealous behaviors here, but that's something to be aware of. But, you know, for those of you, that's one group of you. I want to go into a smaller group with the gaslighting. If this is a ladies' man or a ladies' woman, meaning like, you know what I mean by that. They may just like attention, so be careful. Like, they may promise commitment just because they simply want to see if you'll commit, but then they really just like attention from everywhere. And I don't mean to laugh because that's funny. It's just uncomfortable, and so it made me laugh. I don't know. And yeah, listen to your spidey senses on that one if you're dealing with that situation, right? You don't want a dog that has eyes for every bitch. Sorry for the reference, but like, you know what I mean? I know this is a spiritual reading. Forgive me. Forgive me. I got jokes. But you get what I mean though, right? Okay. That's only for a small group of you. For other group of you, and you're going to know which one you're in, this person's actually quite dedicated, loyal to the connection. And yeah, they want you all for themselves, which, okay. That's fine as long as it's in a loyal way and not a possessive way. So let's go into what's the next likely outcome then on Gemini's side. Which of course can be changed with free will. The Hangman, King of Swords, Page of Swords. You're so skeptical though. Like, I don't know why. I'm sure you have your reasoning why. I'm not going to get into that. You know, you could be skeptical for many reasons. For some of you, it's because you don't want to dedicate yourself to somebody who cannot be consistent. For those of you who are dealing with the gaslighting situation, you have reason to be skeptical, right? It's fishy behavior, right? And so you need to take that seriously and make sure you're seeing it from all angles before you pursue, commit, continue, whatever. But for those of you who are not in that group, I just get a sense of like, can I trust this? You know, I still feel a bit of in and out. even if you're in a commitment with this person, you know. Yeah, and maybe you need to communicate that or have a good conversation or talk through some of that, right? A good conversation can solve a lot of problems if you and your person are up to it. So let's see there. Most likely outcome, the Empress. The Hermit. The Six of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Is this person trying to obsessively convince you that they're your person, Gemini, and you're just not sure? I don't know. Because I actually feel, okay, I'm going to break it out into groups again. There's a group here where this person is the real deal. They're loyal. They're dedicated to you. They want your attention. They may obsessively think about how to move the connection forward. If that's your group, this person is trying to be patient, trying to go within, trying to be open with you, be thoughtful and considerate, and stay dedicated and stay loyal. And you're over here like skeptical of that. I don't know why, or on the fence about that. Maybe you don't have the same feelings. I'm not sure. Take it as it resonates. Then there's another group of you where, you know, there's some gaslighting going on here. And so this could be love bombing that I'm picking up on. And it's like, I'm the real deal and I want your attention and I'm committed. And meanwhile, they're giving attention elsewhere. And you would know this. This would not be a secret. You would have already suspicioned this or caught this or whatever. And in that case, it's like, well, you got to take it with a grain of salt. Although I feel like this person has done some reflection, though, on their behaviors and are back into the space of, you know, wanting to give to the connection and be considerate and think about those things. And I guess it's up to you, Gemini, what you want to do with that. So let's see then, what is the guidance here? Whether you're in group 1 or group 2, what is the guidance? Card number 45, I can focus on what I do want in a relationship by focusing, sorry, I messed that word up, upon the wanted characteristics of those around you. You train your offering, your vibrational offering, to match only the best in them. And then the law of attraction can no longer match you up with the worst in them. When you focus upon the worst of them, however, you will train your vibrational offering to match only the worst in them. The law of attraction can no longer match you up with the best of them in that scenario. What do you choose to see? Interesting. And I think that's tricky too, because I do believe that by seeing the best in others, you will naturally bring out the best in them. But there's also a thin line between that and seeing what you want to see, right? And so where do you draw the line? And I would say, you know, your intuition should be able to tell you, but also what do their actions say as well? You know, and is there a repeated pattern here? Okay. And, you know, so yes, you still want to see the best in everyone. Okay. But just make sure you're looking at the whole picture, I guess. And I don't usually veer away from these cards or these advice because I really believe in the Abrahamic law of attraction cards. But with that one, it's tricky. It's tricky now because you don't want to ignore things either. So I guess you decide. And listen to your heart. Listen to how you feel. Oh, that's what I was talking about in the spiritual reading. Does it give ick vibes? Probably icky. Give good vibes? Probably good, you know. All right, so I'm going to leave it there for now. Zodiac signs you might be connecting with or having your own chart. I've got Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Libra, Cancerian energy, Pisces, Taurus, Scorpio. Could be dealing with another Gemini energy, Piscean energy, and Libra. Those are the primary signs I'm seeing. Keep in mind it is a general. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it does resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 200,000 subscribers this year. Help me get there by clicking the subscription button and sharing this with your friends. Also, if you follow me on Facebook, I'm doing free daily collective readings over there, so don't miss out. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of my Facebook, also linked in the description and in the About section. Otherwise, wishing you the very best, Gemini, and until next time, my friends. Namaste. Bye.